Rain hammered the glass walls of the restaurant as Ethan Cole, a self-made millionaire, sat in silence across from his son. The boy Noah watched the drops race down the window, his blue eyes distant, empty. He couldn't hear the storm, the soft jazz playing, or the quiet sigh from his father. He hadn't heard anything in years. Doctors had tried everything. Surgeries, implants, therapies. Nothing worked. Ethan had spent millions, but nothing could bring back Noah's world of sound or his smile. A waiter set down their plates. "Anything else, sir?" Ethan shook his head, glancing toward his son. Noah just pushed the food around. The silence between them was heavier than the rain. That was when a small commotion started near the front. A manager's voice, irritated, cut through the murmur of the restaurant. "Get him out of here. We don't serve people like that." Every head turned. A boy barefoot, clothes torn, soaked to the bone stood, shivering by the door. His skin was dark, his hands trembling as he held out a small crumpled bag. "I wasn't stealing," he said softly. "I just wanted to dry off." The manager grabbed his arm. "Save your stories, kid." Ethan looked up, frowning. Something in the boy's eyes stopped him. Pride, and something else. Pain. Before he could react, Noah suddenly stood up. His chair screeched back. He walked straight to the boy. "Noah," Ethan's voice rose, but his son didn't hear. He reached out and astonishingly touched the boy's sleeve. The homeless boy froze, startled. Noah raised his hands slowly and began to sign. The room fell silent. The boy stared, then hesitated and signed back. For the first time in months, Ethan saw his son's face light up. A spark, pure and bright, lit his eyes as the two boys began communicating in fluid hand gestures, rapid and full of life. Ethan didn't recognize the signs, but he could see the emotion behind them. Joy, connection, understanding. The manager stammered, "Why too? You know sign language?" The boy nodded shyly. "My mom was deaf," he said. "I learned before she..." His voice broke. He looked down. "Before she passed away." Ethan rose from his seat, astonished. "You can talk to him?" The boy nodded again. "Yeah," he said. "His name's Noah. He doesn't like hospitals. He doesn't like when people talk too loud. It scares him." Ethan's throat tightened. "You understood all that?" "Yes, sir." The boy looked nervous. "I just know how it feels when no one listens." Hours later, Ethan sat with the boy in the car outside the restaurant. He'd offered him food, dry clothes, and a ride. The boy had hesitated, but finally said, "My name's Yol." "You really helped my son," Ethan said quietly. "How did you know what to do?" Yalan shrugged. "Sometimes you don't need sound to hear someone. You just look." He turned to Noah in the back seat. The boy was smiling, signing something to Yolan, his hands moving fast. Yolan smiled back and replied. Noah laughed silently, shoulders shaking, eyes bright. Ethan hadn't seen that laughter in years. Over the next few days, Ethan did something he hadn't done in a long time. He stopped working. He invited Yalan to visit, to teach Noah sign language more deeply. The doctors had called it a lost cause, but the boy seemed to reach Noah in ways no therapy ever could. Yalan would draw on paper, play simple games, use gestures to tell stories. Noah absorbed every motion, every symbol. They became inseparable. But whispers began to circle the mansion staff. "A homeless kid in the house. It's not safe. What will the press say?" One afternoon, Ethan's business partner, Martin Hale, stormed in. "Ethan, this is reckless," he snapped. "He's a street kid. You don't know what he's capable of." Ethan frowned. "He's teaching my son to communicate, or taking advantage of you." Martin tossed a file onto the desk. "You're a billionaire. People use you. Wake up." Ethan hesitated. The doubt crept in, unwanted but sharp. Yalan was kind, but could Martin be right? That evening, Ethan came home early and froze at the door to Noah's room. Inside, Yalan was kneeling beside Noah's bed, his palms open. Noah had his hands over his ears, shaking, breathing fast. Jalen's voice was calm. "It's okay, buddy. Remember the signs. Breathe. Safe." Slowly, Noah lowered his hands. He began signing something through tears. Yalan nodded and responded. "Com." Ethan stepped closer, heart pounding. "What's happening?" Yalan looked up, startled. He had another episode. The thunder scared him. Ethan knelt. "What did he say?" Yalan hesitated. "He said he remembers the car crash, the one that made him lose his hearing." He swallowed hard. "He said he remembers you crying." Ethan's eyes burned. He reached out and hugged his son tightly. "I'm here, Noah. I'm here." For the first time, Noah hugged back. A few days later, Ethan called Yalan into his study. "Yalan, I owe you more than words," he said softly. "You gave me my son back." Yalan shifted uncomfortably. "You don't owe me anything, sir. I just did what anyone should do." "No." Ethan said firmly. You did what no one could. He opened a folder and slid it across the table. A full scholarship, housing, and a job here at the foundation. You have potential. Yalan, don't waste it. Yalan stared, eyes wide. Are you serious? Ethan smiled. Absolutely. Yalan looked down, tears filling his eyes. My mom used to tell me, kindness always finds its way back. I never believed her. Until now. Months later, the world looked different. Noah was thriving, laughing, learning. Yalan had started school, wearing clothes that finally fit, living in a place he could call home. During a charity event, a reporter asked Ethan, Mr. Cole, what inspired your new deaf education program? Ethan smiled, glancing toward Yalan and Noah, who were signing together across the room. A homeless boy taught me that sometimes the greatest teachers aren't in hospitals or boardrooms, he said quietly. They're the ones who listen with their hearts. The camera flashed. Noah noticed and waved his small hand, moving through the air, graceful and confident. Yalan waved back, smiling through tears. We don't need power or wealth to make a difference. What heals the world isn't money, it's empathy. Hate divides, but kindness heals.